Yeah, I mean, it's always a nice feeling to score. Obviously, I think just as a group, I think we could have played a little better. But like I said, we're still learning. We're still, getting back into game shape. And, now we got 2 games left, and we want to make sure that, we come up with wins.
With that pass from Schaefer, are you just at this point expecting him to find you when you're out there?
I mean, he's obviously a really special player. He's making great plays. Yeah, he looks like an experienced D-man out there for sure. The way he's playing, the way he's moving, very impressed for sure. We saw it in practice and on games, and now it's on him to keep going for sure.
What kind of a difference maker does it make when there's a defenseman like that who's just not just so mobile, but transition game in terms of passing the puck when you guys are just flying out there?
Yeah, it's huge. It's like having a 4th out there at times, and I love when he jumps in the rush and makes those incredible cross-seam passes and stuff like that. So his vision's incredible, and like I said, we're really lucky to have him.
You talk about situations in preseason, you get to practice live reps. I mean, that 6-on-5 at the end there, just how valuable is getting that kind of time for that kind of situation?
Yeah, it's huge. You want to work, all areas of the game, and the 6-on-5 is, a place where obviously you don't want to be, but you're gonna see those types of situations in the season. So it's nice to get those reps in, and create some chemistry off that.
Sorry if you were asked already, but just how did you feel out there? Did it take maybe a little bit to get going, or you felt loose right from the get-go?
Yeah, I felt pretty good, to be honest. And as the game went on, I felt more and more comfortable, and just getting my feet under me and getting going. So it's been a while, but no, I feel pretty good all.
Probably asked already, but just how'd you feel out there tonight, second preseason game?
Yeah, feel good. I mean, like I said, every game's a step in the right direction, and looking to get better. Obviously, there's gonna be mistakes. There's gonna be a lot of things, but you just got to learn from them and build and put them in the past, and then worry about the next game and stuff. So, like I said, I'm keep trying to get better each and every day.
On that pass, was that a pass to Duclair, or was that a shot that hit Duclair for?
Yeah, I was gonna just put it on net. I saw he was there, so great play by him. It was good goal, but wish we could have got another one.
Obviously, you want to play perfect, but how important is it to make mistakes right now?
Obviously, I mean, nobody's perfect. You're always gonna make mistakes. Obviously, I think there was a couple ones that I wish I had back there, but like I said, I'm learning from them. I got to put them in the past now. And just get better. So then, when opening night comes, I'm ready and, limit those mistakes for sure. So, but no, I'm learning a lot.
Final scores aside, are you seeing progression in the places you want to see progression through the preseason?
Well, first of all, PK was good.
Yeah.
We did a really nice job on the PK. I feel like I rather focus on the positive, and to me, the positive, Warren, wow, played a really strong game. I thought him and Schaefer were the best 2 defensemen out there. They played really well. I thought Berg did really well as well. He was competing. Very impressed with him. Veremyev as well, again. I thought he had another good game. So, I mean, I thought Ilya was sharp, made some good saves. We let him a little, by himself on those 2 breakaways. But, I mean, I thought he was really good. So he looks confident out there. So, to me, there's a lot of positive. And looking at, do we feel we played a good game? I don't think you need me to answer that question. But they are preseason games. Played last night, so let's focus on the good things.
When you map out, preseason training camp practices and you want to, do certain things on certain days, how much flexibility is there day to day to emphasize stuff that you see in games that you might not be happy with?
Well, I'm not necessarily going to answer your question directly, but I will say this. We have 11 practice before the season start. So we certainly want to work on things. We have, 5 already passed. So, yes, we put a lot of focus on special units, the power play, the penalty killing. So, and then we did a little bit on 5-on-5 for a day so far. So the main focus was, I would say, for the first 4 days is knowing the players, working on our power play and penalty killing. Obviously, we didn't have any power play tonight, but so this is where we are, and we're going to continue to work on our 5-on-5, and we do a lot of video with session. I mean, before games, before practice, and work on our forecheck, make sure we got solid structure. We want to be better on our neutral zone regroup, be a little more predictable on our breakout. But these are things that's going to take a bit time. And I feel like we have, like I said, 5 or 6 more practice before it happens. I'm curious to see how we're going to be. But at the end of the day, we just want to be our very best every day and built on that. And not focusing on win or loss right now, but more focusing on be ready for the first game. So was today a good step? No. But at the same time, I feel like we have a lot of positive coming out of this from some of the guys, and I think that's what we wanted to see.
Was Ilya going back out in the third period, a discussion you had during the second intermission, or was that kind of the plan going in?
No, I apologize for this morning because I did not actually. I let Pierrot decide. And Pierrot and Ilya are working together, and I let them decide. I mean, how much, and I totally forgot that Ilya said he wanted to play 2 full games before the season, and tonight was his first game. So, but like I said, I didn't pay too much attention to that because I don't really worry about Ilya. He's very professional, and I know he'll be ready, and I was very pleased the way he played today.
Is there any update on Ethan Bear?
No.
Okay.
No.
And Duclair, just what did you think of his game overall?
I thought, in the first, you could tell it was a little rusty, but in the second and third, I thought he started playing better and better. So I was competing well, and he scored that goal in front of the net. It was a nice move by him. So, no, I thought he was starting to play better and better along the game.
When we first spoke to you about Shabanov, you said you really liked how he played defensively in his own zone. Just what have you seen from him through 2 games in his own zone?
I think he's learning. Today was a little tougher for he was a lot in battles, and hey, there's going to be nights like this. I mean, that's the process. So he's learning, and I have a lot of confidence that he's going to be a very good hockey player for us.
And just what's impressed you the most about Warren's game so far?
Wow, he's playing with that grit. He's strong on the puck. He got some good check in the middle of the ice. He followed the rush. He had a really good one-timer on that nice play by Duclair. He's jumping in the play. Break out pretty easy. Defend well. Has a good stick. What else you want to know?